ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls. This is episode, I think, 268 of the Millie Goats.
Ooh.
I don't have the this is impromptu. This is the show nobody wants but everybody needs. A tradition like no other, where we get on the mics after a major for about 30 minutes or so, and we talk about said major and the golf. As you can tell, I am on the road. Christmas tree in the background.
Yeah, I mean, you were always all about the recap show.
I love the
And
recap show.
a lot of times us other co-hosts aren't available to do the recap show. You know, we get limited on the amount of airtime. We're like the rest of us co-hosts are kind of like a radio. You know, we're limited on airtime space, and you typically get free airtime space, so you can do the recap show. So a lot of times we can't do the recap show. So I say that because this might be the only one that I can do, and I was ready to go tonight, and you're like, I'm traveling, and I'm like, what about the recap show? Because you
Hey,
always do the recap show. I mean,
what do
you
you mean?
you have a Christmas tree in your background.
What I was gonna say, what do you mean? What about the recap show? I'm here. This is what I do. I love the recap show.
But
Everybody
I'm saying
knows.
your response, your initial response was, "What do you like? Should we do one?" I'm like, "Of course, don't we always do one? Don't you
Yeah,
always do one?"
I just didn't want to push it. I just didn't want to. You know me. Like I'm down to do it. Like I was wondering, like this one. It's the open is a little weird because it just
Yeah,
starts so early.
it's a
So
late recap show.
the whole thing like throws me off. So, but all you have to say is recap show, and I'm in. There's no doubt about it. What
Man,
did you just send me?
I just sent you a meme that I created. I was cooking while I was recapping our recap show debate. And I don't know if you can get that on there. I can show it on screen. I made a meme with the viral thing today with the CEO and the HR
Oh my
person
gosh.
hugging. And I wrote, as the CEO, I wrote PGA players. And I wrote, as the girl, links courses, because all these guys want to like links courses. They all
Yep.
want to. They all want to be like, I love playing links courses. And then they get out there and they're seen in public with these links courses, like that CEO was seen in public with his mistress, and they run and hide.
Mm-hmm.
They run and hide. They
Well,
don't know how to handle it. They can't handle being seen in public with links courses at a Coldplay concert.
dude. And did you see what? I don't know if this was true about what Coldplay said afterwards. They're like, we will offer special seating
I heard that.
for
I
people
didn't.
that don't want to be on camera.
Yeah, yeah. I love that. Play into it. That's
Yeah.
great by Coldplay.
Yes. So I wrote down notes, went back to the tape, watched some highlights on the road. You know me, dude. I
Yeah.
love the recap show. But we have an issue is that links courses, the Americans outside of Scotty, we might be in trouble. We might have to give back the title that we won last week from the Scottish Open, because
You say that, I don't know.
we got Harry up there. We got Harry English. It's because maybe his name has English in it that he doesn't really.
But look at the guys that.
Do you want to do the leaderboard first?
Yeah, we can do a leaderboard, because what I'm gonna say is, if you look at the leaderboard and you look, I'm watching. I got Golf Channel on right now, and I watched most of today. And by the way, I'm gonna say this: I hate. I can't stand how their leaderboard is set up.
Oh yeah, this is very weird.
The
I went the
blues are
whole.
pars, the reds are birdies, and the grays, like the color is so messed up.
I do love with that. Can I just shout out? Let me just say this. I love that all the majors have their own websites,
Yeah,
and it just goes to show that the Masters is they can throw all these squares and colors and make it look like an IHOP menu, but
yeah,
the Masters is by far
right.
it's
I agree.
so. Let me just say that.
But what I'm trying to tell you though is you look at this leaderboard right here.
Uh-huh.
You have 5 guys that are T1.
Yep. I had
But
something on that.
if you look at what's on the screen, what stands out to you?
Hold on. I was looking at my first. This is the 5 first-round co-leaders would mark the second most in the Open Championship history. The other one was 6 in 1938 at Royal St. George's. Okay, what stands out to me?
Just out of what's on the screen right now.
Right now, we got 2 Americans. That stands out to me. But also, there's just a lot of colors. You better play the par 5s well.
Well, what stands out to me is that Scotty Scheffler is T6. Like, how are you not? I'm looking right now. Give me a second. Tournament
Oh, you're looking at
winner.
his bet to win?
Yeah, I'm trying
Yeah,
to.
I look at this and I'm like,
tournament winner. Plus 210. Scotty is plus 210 right now. If you don't throw money on that, you're an idiot.
Yeah, that'll make his 3rd major. I mean, look who's ahead of him. You think
That's what
now?
I'm
Look,
saying. None of those guys are going to do what they did today. And Roy said it in his press conference, which I'm surprised that he had because he's not winning. But
shout out Hao Tong Lee. Text last week said to play. You can't spell links without Lee.
Facts. But what Rory said in his press conference was that he is shocked that the leader's only at 4. He would have thought somebody would have shot a 5 or a 6 today.
I mean, people didn't get after the par 5s. I think that was the issue.
I think the greens are too hard.
Dude, the greens. Oh my gosh. Par 5 has it's like
they get two. There's a lot of birdies and eagles on 2. I know not necessarily in this leaderboard right here, but they showed a lot of birdies and 2 and eagles at 2. I mean, look at Glover. Glover was out hot.
Dude, Glover, he wasn't sweating. This was rain wet.
Yeah,
he's like, I've been wet before by my own bodily fluid. This is nothing. He was like, how can you guys be worried about rain?
I do this to myself. This is
come on. I play in Georgia for fun. But yeah, I don't come on. You've got Jakob, Skov, Olesen, you've got Hao Tong Lee at 4 under, you've got Fitzpatrick at 4 under, you got Bezaden Hood at 4 under. Shout out me, played him last week, played him a lot this week. South Africans like link style courses, dude. Harry English, let's go. Matthew Jordan, this guy's an absolute animal at the Open.
Harry English is about to play himself on the Ryder Cup team.
Dude, let's go. He was he had the most birdies today. He had 7 birdies. I had that in my notes.
Yeah.
He had 7 birdies.
I mean, he was leader by himself for a while.
Who, Harry English?
Yeah.
He was a putting machine today.
I think he was the only person that got to 5 today.
But I mean, look at these guys around Scotty. Tyrrell Hatton, he's a good links player. We saw last night. Like Højgaard, Westwood, Fowler.
Saying. Scotty's the only one that's going to do that consistently.
Yeah.
Is this going to be a runaway?
If you said that at one point he had only hit 3 fairways.
Yeah, I think it might have been 14 or 15. He was 3 of 13 on fairways. It had to have been after 17 because he was -3 when I sent that. I said because he's 3 of 13 on fairways and he's at -3. So it had to have been him going into 18.
Let's say he hits 3 or 4 more fairways. Like the best ball striker in the world.
Yeah.
Dude,
he did give a lot of air fist pumps today, which is unlike him. Normally he's even kill. Like we talk about that all the time. Like how he's a straight arrow. Today he gave a couple fist bumps and like you said after I made my comment, like he does the craziest thing because he was like last in putting last week. So
Yeah.
I think those air fist pumps were because he was making putts today and he knew how important it was to make putts this week.
Yeah. He sacrificed his driver and hit it off the tee for his putter. If he could just putt at all, but I'm just looking down here, going down into 2 under. Like I said, Lucas Glover, there's Justin Rose again, Mr. Major. That's all he does. Phil Mickelson's at 1 under. Dude, Phil Mickelson had an absolute filthy hole out from the sand. I don't remember
Really?
what hole it was on, but that hole out was absolute filth nasty.
Fitzpatrick drained one.
Fitzpatrick did too. I had that one written down. He dunked one dunked it like straight up bottoms.
Was Rose the only person to go bogey free today?
Ooh, I don't know. That's a nice little. John Rahm's down there at 1 under. Shane Lowry at 1 under. Sergio Garcia.
At one point, I think it was after 13 or 14. It might have been going into 14. JT and Rory, they played together. JT and Rory going into 14 only had 4 pars. That's how much up and down they were. And Rory was -1 and JT was +1. But that's how they were bogey, birdie, par, bogey, birdie, par. Like they were.
That was probably just a wild round.
They were playing like Spieth normally does.
Spieth, the Lynx King. Zelda is what we're going to call Spieth because he's just Mr. Lynx. Tony Finau and Rory are there at 1 under. Joaquin Niemann finally showing up at a major, maybe.
That's where he'll stay, though.
Oh, Xander down there at even. Novak at even. Let's go. Let's go, Novak. Come on. That's our guy.
He stayed at 1 for a while.
So let's look. Oh, there's Cam Smith. Cam Smith's at 1 over. Let's look at some of these. Let's just stroll down the list here. Sepp Straka, always a major favorite for everybody. This is a course friend. This is the time Francesco Molinari gets going, remember? Adam
Scott,
like
this course.
Mr. Major, he's at 1 over.
The captain had an up and down day.
Okay, here's all the Americans. Here we are down here. Dustin Johnson's at 2 over. Looks like the cut's going to could be around 3 or 4, I would say.
Well, and I'm not Butch is our weather guy, but
facts. Spieth, let's go.
I think they had every single, other than snow and hail weather today, and they said it was just a typical day in Ireland. And having been to Ireland, I would say that that's true, especially around there because, I was a couple miles where I went in Northern Ireland was a couple miles down the road at Port Stewart, which is like they say it's the sister course of this. But it was cloudy, windy, rainy, wet, cold, all the above, and that was a month ago. So I'm sure it's the same now. But dealing with all that, I think the guys in the afternoon were dealing with wind, and the guys in the morning were dealing with the rain. So nobody got comfortable today.
Well, what it did is the greens, dude. I wrote down in my notes when I was rewatching the highlights and stuff that the undulations and like the levels to the greens are nuts. Like they'll hit a ball 100 miles an hour, and as it gets to the hole, it'll just die and stop, or it'll literally fall off a cliff. It's crazy. It was just nuts.
13.
Especially
go ahead.
13 number 2, the par 5 number 2.
Yeah.
That green's outrageous, dude.
But people were successful on that hole today.
I guess just because you could get after it.
Yeah. But 13, on the other hand, a lot of guys had trouble with it. Like, I was watching it today when I was working out, and I had it on my phone, and they put up a stat.
Humble brag to work out.
I tried to find it. I couldn't find it, but when I was working out and watching this, I tried to screenshot it, but I don't know if
you can't. I've tried it.
It's just a black screen.
Some sort of voodoo on there.
Yeah, it's just like a black screen, right? But what they showed was a graphic on 13, and this was after Harry English hit his ball because he hit an 8-iron on 18 and it just scooted off. I mean, it hit the green and scooted off the backside. They put up a graphic that 48% of the guys on hole 13 were in that same spot that Harry English was. So everybody was doing the same thing. I mean, Fleetwood hit a 9-iron and it did the same
Tommy
thing.
Fairways.
And it did the same thing. And it said that means he hit his 9-iron 210 yards.
Oh my gosh.
After the roll. So he landed at about 190, which still a 9-iron 190 is absurd.
Melted, dude. Butter.
Yeah. But it's downhill
right down the middle.
a little bit, but still they couldn't figure out 13 today where the hole was placed.
Dude, look at DeChambeau. He's 7 over.
Wow. He was 3 last I saw.
I told you last night Tom Hoagie stinks at links. I don't know how he keeps showing up in tournaments. It's crazy.
He won a couple last year.
Tom Hoagie.
Look at that though. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. DeChambeau's 7 over, and he only had 5 holes that he didn't par.
So he lost it. I don't know. His irons still are not where they need to be. Wow, dude. This Tom Hoagie shot an 81. That's gotta suck to get out there to a major.
Yeah.
But
what's crazy though is like what I noticed today, what I thought was different than other majors that you see is like these guys, if these guys hit it in the fairway, a lot of these fairway shots, they're not like, oh, I hit it in the fairway, I'm good. It's I hit it in the fairway and my feet are above the ball or vice versa. Like they're not hitting level shots out of the fairway.
No. Well, I mean,
that's not something you can really practice either.
And they set these courses up like that. Like that's why it's so crazy. Like they have landing spots that you have to hit in the fairway. They have landing spots that you have to hit on the green. That's why your fairway and regulation and putting the ball where it's supposed to be is so important. And if you miss, it adds like you lose a stroke automatically.
And they were talking about that on the Golf Channel just now about where the bunkers are located.
Mm-hmm.
You know, it's if you hit a 2-iron off the tee box, you're dealing with a bunker. But if you hit a driver, you're dealing with a different bunker. So it's about placement. I mean, there was a couple times today that Rory, the few fairways that he could have hit, it landed in a bunker. So he's chipping out of the bunker and he's basically losing a stroke.
Yeah,
because it's not a normal fairway bunker where you could still potentially reach the green.
Ooh, here we go. AAM chiming in. What's up, AAM? What score do we think wins on Sunday? Do you take 6 under and sit in the clubhouse? Would you take? Oh, dude. I think Scotty's going to be the pace car. AAM. Ron.
I would say 8 just because it's already at 4. But
I'd say at least 8.
Yeah.
I don't know. It really depends on the weather. I don't know. I haven't looked far enough away.
I would take -6 for a top 10, though.
Mm-hmm. Would you take 6 under and 6 and sit in the clubhouse? I don't know how much more. I don't know. I think Scotty's going to get it. I mean, Scotty doesn't normally start off this high up.
Right.
You know what I mean? Like, Scotty normally hangs out around the top 10 to top 15 to top 20, like 1 or 2 under until he kind of gets his feet underneath him. And then he really, on Saturday, is when he turns the burners on.
Yeah. I mean, most tournaments, it's Thursday, Friday, Scotty's kind of figuring out what he can do.
Yeah.
And then Saturday, Sunday, he makes his move.
Yeah. So I don't know. I like Scotty sitting there at 3 under. People are probably looking up at the leaderboard being like, damn it. Like, that's not what we need to see.
Yeah, I mean, the only other person on the leaderboard that you have shown right now, like the guys that are actually being shown, is Terrell Hatton. But
I trust Fitzpatrick. I really do. He's been playing well, and this is kind of his thing. Like, this is where he plays. I trust him lately. I didn't earlier in the year, but I trust him now. Harry English, I trust too. Like, but I don't trust either of those guys to go toe to toe with Scott.
To me, Harry English has like 1 or 2 rounds of tournament that's good.
Mm.
You know,
dude, he was cooking before he had his hip surgery.
Yeah.
He was really playing, and then it's taking him a
I
year or
mean,
two to
look at
get
his
back, which
card. Like you said, he had 7 birdies today.
so
Now, can he do that again is the question.
yeah,
We talk about all the time. It's everybody on tour can go 7 under one day,
yeah,
but none of them do it consistently like Scotty does.
Scotty. I mean, he finished top 25 in every event he played in this year. He had
Yeah.
14 top 10s. It's stupid.
Yeah.
And he's like he's the worst putter on tour almost. Scotty could do anything. I agree. You're right. More rain and wind, the more interesting. Oh yeah. Oh, Aaron for sure. You can go ahead and bet that. Give it. I mean, I kind of want the elements, but then if you want to do that, you got to bet Lucas Glover because that dude plays wet all the time. He's just like a seal out there, just constantly moist. He's like a dude wipe, just like a walking dude wipe.
Sponsor him.
They should. There's no way they don't sponsor him. So I don't know. Okay. What's the farthest you think somebody can come back? Like, who's in this range? Do you think Rory's got enough in him? Do you think Xander? Like, who down here in this
Well, if you
range?
look at Rory's card from last time he played here, he went +8, I think, on the first day, and then he went -6 the next day and just barely missed the cut. Look, I watched most of his round today, and he fell apart like right after the turn. But I think the hardest hole today was 11. It scored over par today, and the easiest hole was 12, and he actually bogeyed 12, so he lost his stroke there. But he couldn't hit a fairway to save his life. I mean, his first 2 tee shots were.
That's weird for him too, though.
Well, it's that he's got a new driver, and I don't
He
know.
cheated.
Well,
don't hate us, Rory. Come on the show.
I just think the new driver he's just not used to it yet. Maybe he doesn't have enough hits in it. I don't know. I think the whole Rory, and we've talked about this, he's a head case.
Oh yeah.
Like
Well,
if he
he's
was
sensitive, is what he is. If something pisses him off or he gets a little off,
if he was a kicker, he would be terrible because he's a head case.
Yeah, if he was a golfer, he'd be terrible because he's a head case.
But if you also think about the pressure of, it's a home game for him.
This is
that first tee shot. I would expect him to not hit the fairway. The amount of nerves doesn't matter how clutch of a player you are, how big time, like the amount of nerves that he had on that first tee shot. I would expect it to go where it went.
Oh yeah.
But he honestly had a chance to par that hole. He missed a short putt. Rory putted terrible today. He missed a 2-foot putt today.
So he drove the ball terrible and putted terrible and still is 1 under.
Yeah. He missed a 2-foot putt today. He was at -3 at one point.
Yeah, I saw that. I want to see Rahm up there. I want to see Rory. I just love this leaderboard because it's just like people that like we watch a lot of golf, and it's like people that I've just never seen up here. I mean, I know all the names. You pretty much pick out all these, but you got, Axelson, you've got Hidalgo, you've got I don't know where the hell Justin
Both
Leonard came
Hogard
from.
twins are
I
cooking.
know the Hoygards, Kanaya. He's actually been playing pretty well, but it's phenomenal. He said
-1 is for sure still in a very good place.
Yeah, I think Bob McIntyre would be somebody here. So
yeah.
I think Bobby Mack would be somebody. I hated to see Goddard fall like on the last 6 holes. I was like, dude, get yourself some, Goddard. Make a run at this thing, dude. Let's go.
Yeah, he was good. He was fine. He was 2 under 1 point.
But anything, I think I just don't trust anybody around 1 over or 2 over.
I think it's a little stretch, a little too far of a stretch.
Yeah.
There's just nobody that can really go get it.
Yeah.
Because they're gonna have to be aggressive, and you can't really be that aggressive on this course.
He said morning is the best likely time to go low here. I mean,
I would say so just because it's
the wind.
softer.
Would you rather play in like a light rain or wind? I'd rather play in light rain, I think.
Yeah, for sure.
Because the wind can be unpredictable, even though it might feel like where you're at.
Yeah, the light rain just softens up the course.
He's Aaron says very disappointed with Tommy Fleetwood and Victor. They need a real good date. Yeah, but I think of the people, I think Victor can do it. I think Hovland can do it. I believe in Victor Hovland.
He's just aggressive, and sometimes it works out, sometimes it doesn't. Like Victor's, like he's a dude that's gonna finish high or he's gonna finish real low.
Where is Fleetwood? Where did he finish at?
I think he was at +2 or 3 at one point today because he played with Rory and he didn't play very well.
Yeah, there's Hovland at 2. Oh yeah, they're both at 2 over. There you go.
Yeah.
I mean, if you're gonna pick somebody out of that, Ludwig, dude, we're done. We're done with Ludwig Oberg.
Please,
he can't do it.
Please be done with him.
Let's move on.
Yeah,
he can't. Yes, he's smooth. He's built. He's a cyborg.
He's got a great swing.
Built in a lab. Sweet name. Good looking dude. But every time it's like this is his turn, and he just can't do it. Or over.
You know why? He's an Adidas guy.
Get married. Oh.
Adidas is not. Look, shots fired at Adidas. Adidas is not a golf brand. Adidas.
You know what Adidas?
Adidas is a soccer brand.
Yeah,
they're a soccer brand.
Bunch of stuff. We'll test it out. I don't really have an Adidas body though. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I agree with that.
I'm not Adidas. I don't have Adidas body.
Well, you do have an Adidas foot though, because Adidas their shoes are wide.
Okay, then yes, I'm back in. What flag is
this? You have
here?
Adidas golf shoes.
Oh yeah, you're right.
They're not a golf brand. They're okay. If you got a fat foot,
hey, Adidas then I'm back on the train. I'm back on Adidas. Hey, I will not tolerate any slander to Adidas.
Because look, being a soccer guy, I'm a Nike guy. I've always been a Nike guy. Call me what you want. But I love the Adidas Predators, their soccer shoe. And I had a pair. It was just too wide for my foot. I didn't feel like I had as much control over the ball as I wanted to because
like throwing a hot dog down a hallway, dude.
Yeah.
Dude, you know what I want? I want Spieth Cam tomorrow because it's probably going to be just insanity to watch Spieth play tomorrow.
I literally put him in my lineup because we said he was going to be a good links player. I took Aaron. I had Aaron Rye and Ludwig in my lineup. I took them out and put Spieth and Fleetwood.
Oh, Tommy Two Gloves in the rain. Yeah, I don't know. Somebody's going to have to do it. I'm pretty sure. There's a stats button here, which is pretty cool. I was looking at it earlier.
I love that Harry English is the cover picture.
Dude. Oh, now it's JT. Boo.
But still an American.
So Joaquin Neiman, here we go. John Rahm. I was going to say John Rahm was doing some nonsense out there. He was hitting greens in regulation, so he's got the approach shot and the irons in the bag working. So Tyrrell Hatton tearing up the par fives at 3 under. He's even on the par threes, even on the par fours. So the Englishman getting all over the par fives. Total putts, another Englishman. I mean,
yeah, but he was terrible today.
Harry Hall.
Yeah, that was my guy.
I know, but he's putting well.
Yeah, but he's like 3 over.
Dude, how many times did we send a guy that was like, yeah, we said that he was terrible on the links?
We were wrong on 100% of the people that we said.
Yeah, but he sucks on the links course. Oh, dude. Morikawa also. This course should suit him in theory. So, no, dude, we got to be done. Morikawa and Ludwig Oberg are like the same person. Morikawa's firing his caddy. He's yelling at the media.
I've been out on Morikawa for about 2 years now.
Yeah, you were the first. You were on that train early.
Him and Tom Kim, you keep telling me how great their swings are.
I didn't say that.
No, not you, but just everybody. They tell us how great their swings are, and they don't do anything.
Yeah. Morikawa's just becoming a bitter old man, dude. Like he's just yelling at everybody at this point.
Harry English, T2 at PGA Championship, T12 at the Masters this year.
Mr. Major.
Put him on the Ryder Cup team.
Yes, the dude plays when the lights are on. He's a dog, isn't he? Isn't he a dog?
Yeah, he's a dog.
He's UGA.
He looks like Lane Kiffin, but he's a dog.
Dude, look at this. The Englishmen are just dominating every birdie chances, total putts,
They
par
should. This is
fives.
their. I mean, it's the UK.
Mm,
Richard. That guy at the top. What was he?
Richard who?
The top one.
Dean
Tender.
Burmeister? Oh yeah.
Tedder.
What is
He's that guy that qualified from that one country that's never had a person play golf.
Oh, that's awesome. I love that. All right. You want to look at anything more at the leaderboard? Let's go over these Twitter bookmarks that I saved.
Do it.
All right, here we go. Let's run this thing out. Appreciate you hanging in there, Aaron. Did you see this? John Rahm, dude, we might get hits. Did you see this? I love John Rahm getting mad. Tyrrell Hatton.
I was actually watching this, and I was watching it. Yeah, I was watching it where I couldn't hear anything, but I saw him turn around.
Somebody behind it.
Wow.
You saw him turn around?
Yeah, I saw him like turn around and do his club or whatever, but I didn't know what was going on.
So John Rahm's teeing off, and apparently somebody whistled in his backswing, and he goes, "Really? Whistling? Great time. Right in my backswing. Very smart, whoever that was." Buddy, you're playing on Live where they're playing, Smash
Music.
Mouth in the background.
Yeah.
Like, come on.
Dude, he's a mental midget.
Yeah, so this is the stat I was talking about earlier about the 5 first-round co-leaders. Rory opens with a 1-under, 70 to become the first player to win the Masters, with his bid to become the first player to win the Masters in the Open Championship in the same year since Tiger did it in 2005. He opened 2019 Open at Royal Portrush with a 79. Yeah. That's what you were talking about.
+8.
Scotty Scheffler begins the Open Championship with a 68, his 15th under par opening round in 16 events this season.
Have you seen his under par number versus the next closest person?
Oh, it's probably by 100.
Well, I think it was just the first round, maybe.
Oh,
but he's at like -23, and the next closest person is John Rahm at -2.
Wow. The 16-time tour winner is the only player with top 10 finishes in the first 3 majors. He finished 4th at the Masters, 1st at the PGA, and 7th at the U.S. Open. What a freak show, dude. Oh, I saved this. I didn't mean to save this, but these are the handicaps for college football coaches.
So I may or may not have done something today. First of all, I think that Kirby Smart is lying. I've seen Kirby Smart play golf.
This is like on the screen, folks, on the podcast. You can't see it, but there's a graphic of the best GIN rankings, which is the golf handicap index from the USGA, which I'm about to start logging mine. Dang it, I forgot my cards. I was going to put them in, but to try to get my handicap. So that way I want to sign us up for the Golf Creators Invitational.
Yeah.
I don't know if it's going to work, but I'm signing us up.
Might as well.
I mean, why wouldn't we going to go play golf?
No, yeah.
So, but anyways, so there's a whole list of coaches on here with their handicaps.
So, our good buddy Dan Kilgore, former NFL player, NFL great, should I say?
Yep, 10-year vet.
From
AFC, NFC champ.
Played him, yes.
Mm-hmm.
From East Tennessee, from the same area where East Tennessee State is, where Trey Lamb was the former coach. Good buddies with Trey Lamb. Kilgore posted a story of Tulsa, where Trey Lamb is now the coach. He's the best among college coaches. What you have up here, he has the best handicap. He's one of the best players in Oklahoma because he qualified for the Oklahoma State Amateur, which begins on Monday at his home course. So what I did was I put our name in the hat. I DM'd Kilgore, and I said, you and him versus us, alternate shot, we get to record it. Because we're YouTube golfers now.
I don't know if you've seen our latest YouTube golf. It's on our live page. Go check it out.
I also asked
I'm
him.
not left-handed either. I don't know how to
I
work a camera.
also asked him. I said
How
he
hard
ain't
did you
played.
laugh whenever you opened it?
Dude, I was like, what? Like, I can't believe he. I was like, I hope he didn't play the whole round like this.
You
But
also asked him what?
I also wrote in the DM as my next message is I told him that he ain't played nobody.
No.
He ain't played it. He ain't played a Hugh Freeze schedule yet.
He ain't played in the S. Dude, I just caught this. There's no way Bill Belichick's a 12.5.
Nah, not a chance.
No chance. That's come on.
Kirby Smart's not a 12-6 either. I've seen Kirby Smart play.
No, there's no way. This is like, no, I don't believe this. You know what we need? It's forget the Creator Classic and the whatever. I want to televise this. I want this broadcasted. Right? I would watch that. I'd be like, okay,
100%.
a bunch of six handicaps. Let's go out to, Tobacco Road, and let's put it on the line right here. So
I love that idea.
I mean, seriously, let's say, hey, you guys all love playing golf. Tell everybody how good you are. Let's film it. You know what I'm saying?
If you guys are good enough to think that it's important to keep a handicap, then hey.
I don't believe 90% of these numbers.
Kyle Whittingham's a 14 and he lives in Utah where you can probably play golf 3 months of the year.
No.
Not a chance.
Thomas Hammock at NIU, no chance. PJ Fleck, absolutely not. Shane Beamer, a 9 and a no way.
PJ Fleck.
No, there's no way. So some of these coaches.
Dan Mullen has not been a head coach in a while. Maybe.
Okay. I'm just saying, we'll play each one of you individually and we'll film it. Golf creators, golf influencers, whatever.
These are the I almost broke 80 cards.
Oh, this is definitely they're on their boat the next day. Hey, I shot 72 out there at the home club yesterday.
But I was playing by myself.
Yeah, see what I did is I just filmed it, so there was no denying it. It just looks like I'm left-handed. Slow one out there today. The amount of time it took Justin Thomas and Rory and Tommy Fleetwood to complete their opening round was 5 hours and 54 minutes. Here we go again with that. I could care less. It's golf. Well, it should last forever. I would hope it would last forever.
I think it's great because, if our wives happen to catch it or see this on social media, they'll understand why it takes us so long to play golf.
Yeah, like this
if it takes the pros that long, then it should take us
only
longer.
3 of them, too.
Yeah,
only 3 of them.
Yeah, it should take us longer if it takes the pros that long.
I mean, think about that. That you're averaging, so that's 6 hours. So you can go ahead and tack on another 2 hours because each, right? So if there's 3 of them, you could say, okay, do some simple math. 6 hours divided by 3 players, that's 2. If you had a 4th, that's 8 hours minimum.
Yeah, and 30 minutes to get there and 30 minutes to get home.
Yeah, so you're basically,
9
hours.
Yeah, and they're not getting dogs at the turn, so.
Yeah, which you have to do. So, fans let one rip during Scotty Scheffler's shot at the Open Championship.
I thought it was fake.
That's what we need. Here it is. Hold on.
So far above the green. Downwind, you can get onto this green, but
hold on. We don't want to get arrested. So
the announcer said it's downwind to the green.
Scheffler.
I didn't hear it. Did you hear
it? It's about to come up.
Oh.
So the announcer talks about it being downwind to the green. Scheffler hits, and as the camera angle changes.
Oh, he almost holed it out, dude.
Yeah.
What are you laughing about? There's so much to say about that shot. The sound off the club face.
Oh my gosh. Dude.
I mean, being an audio guy, it sounded like that was directly on the mic.
Oh, that was
you don't hear something that
was
direct with a crowd and being outside unless it's directly on the mic.
That was one he tried to let slide out because he thought it was going to be silent, and then he tried to grab it back.
I don't know that it's him.
Oh, well, somebody was.
I think it's a caddy or something because where they put those mics, it might have been a camera guy. Like
Was it
where they put
Scotty?
No, I don't think so. Like where they
Oh,
put those mics, if Scotty did that, it wouldn't have sounded that clean. You know what I'm saying?
yeah.
Like where those mics are and
What do
how
you think
those
it was?
mics are placed, it's not there would have been too much space and airspace. Like you would have heard people mumbling. Like it wouldn't have been that clean. To me, I think he hit it. A caddy or cameraman or camera assistant or somebody started walking because it didn't happen until they switched the camera view. So I think somebody started walking. They switched the camera view and they're right by the mic and they let it rip unintentionally, not thinking about the mic, and it just picked it up.
That sucks that you can't ever rip a fart. I'm telling you, probably thought he thought it was safe because he thought it was going to be silent. And then once it started coming out, he tried to get it back. That's why it upward inflected at the end. He was like, "Oh no," and tried to tighten it back up, and it went all whistle on him.
Does
Went yin yang
that
twins
sound
with his
like a
butthole.
standing up fart though?
Yes, yeah. I mean, we've been there. It's like, oh, I'm gonna let out a silent one here while I'm standing, like raise the leg a little bit, and then it, you know.
You gotta be older than Scotty's age to rip a fart like that, unless you're a rookie. Rookie's like the only person that age that rips a clean, good fart like that.
He's like that guy who's his farts are like he sucks in helium before he does it. Also, this guy Ron Close always on the numbers here. He's talking about Matthew Jordan being plus 0.86 strokes better per round on links courses in his career down there at the bottom. So here are the links courses. That's Hao Tong Lee, of course. Francesco Molinari, he's playing well. Phil's playing well. Cameron Young, not bad. Brooks Koepka, not great.
He's +4.
Yeah. I just think he's done. I don't think he cares. But Matthew Jordan, I think, is in third, or is he tied for the lead or something? But his last couple of rounds at the Open have been really good. So he's a links.
Boy, Mike Kim.
That's what I'm saying, Mike Kim. Let's go. He's at 3 over, I think. And then lastly is Jason Day looking like a deck of cards out there. So this is just this is crazy, dude. It's crazy. I love it. Like, I don't know if he's like bought into like he thinks this is fashion, or he's just like, that's ridiculous enough that I think it's cool. So he was out there looking like.
I think he's invested in the company. He's just willing to be the billboard.
I mean, every tournament, every major, there's always a Jason Day outfit check. So
he was the only one that went wild today. They actually, I saw somewhere on social media, like they were complaining about how boring the outfits were today.
I agree. Like I'm watching the highlights back, and I'm watching them, and I'm like, where's Sergio with his yellow pants, and like, where's Victor with his Tour de France outfit? Like,
yeah.
I fully expected at one point for Victor at one point in his career to come out in like a full biker outfit, like Tour de France style.
Ever since he won Tour Championship, he's
got the legs for it.
He's backed away from it since he won the Tour Championship.
He went. See, that's when Ricky did that. He started sucking.
Yeah.
Don't
Ricky's
do that.
-2 though.
He's a links guy. I think he's on this list. No, he was on the second page. I remember it now. I want Ricky to win. Ricky winning this would be so bad. I mean, so great. I want him to win so bad is what I was about to say. Anyways. All right. You got anything else?
No.
That was fun.
This is the lowest round that Rory has shot in a major this year. First round, opening round. Masters 72, PGA 74, US Open 74, Open 70.
Okay. I mean, I want all the big names for the last. Give us. By the way, my wife was like, "We got to do stuff on Sunday," and I was like, "We can't do it between the hours of 12 and 3. It just can't happen." I'm like, "It just can't happen."
I'll
sorry.
Be at the beach.
You can watch it on your phone though. You got to watch the last few hours.
You know what I'll do is I'll commit to taking the kids in for nap time so I can watch it.
There you go. That's a veteran move right there.
Hey, it's not my first rodeo, dude.
That's a veteran move. I like that. Hold on. Let me get us going here. Whoops. Okay, yeah. So that was round 1. A lot of golf. A lot of golf left. Scotty being up there is probably
I would
scaring
love
some
for
people.
Terrell Hatton to win.
Yeah. I'd like for him to I don't know, I'd like for all the big names to be up there. Give us one final send-off golf into the promised land. I think I'll be back. I'm gonna leave all this stuff set up with my parents, and I'll probably do a quick recap tomorrow as well at some point.
Do you think that the head honchos of the tournaments are like looking at this leaderboard and there's one guy in the room like Butch always does for us, and it's just like, guys, it's day 1. Don't panic.
Yeah. Oh, they want the ratings. Like they want carnage. They want. Or you think they're sitting there being like, we can't have an American win this thing, and they're like, damn it, Scotty's way too far up there. We're in trouble.
Yeah. Are they changing the whole placements right now for
You
day
gotta
2?
know. You gotta think they don't want an American to win this thing.
No, it's bad for business.
Yeah, that popped last week when Goddard made that putt was pathetic. Scotland.
You can't claim to be the home of golf, and Americans come in and win all the time.
Well, that's what we tried to do to hockey, and we blew that, and we lost to Mexico.
Well, that's what's happening to baseball. You know, they're saying it's America's pastime, but how many Americans are actually playing Major League Baseball right now? I mean, no,
we don't have we're sportless right now because nobody will play us in football.
Yeah, it's true.
So check us out on all this. Might film another 9 or 18.
With BMO. Hey, you're
right.
doing another meetup, guest fan meetup.
I'm gonna see him.
Fan meetup, dude.
See you tomorrow.